But when you realize it, that very concept that markets don't stay down forever, it will allow you to actually figure out that what's the next step. There will be a point in time when it's gonna reverse. In the middle is time. And what you do in the middle will determine how profitable will you be also in the future. Are you using this time where everyone doesn't want to invest, that you're also panicking? Or are you using this time also to develop a skill in order for you to know what your next move is? Hey guys, so it's August 2022 and we're just a few months again before we end the year. And if you try to notice it, as compared to at some point in 2021 and at some point also in 2020, markets that we have been tracking, from the US stock market to the Philippine stock market and even to the crypto and NFT market, it really hasn't been the rosiest year as compared to those years. Having a realization that the markets don't go up forever, it allows you to become more logical, to actually realize that what should I do when it's up and what should I do when it's down. If you compare trading volumes in stocks and crypto this year versus 2021 versus 2020, there were more people wanting to invest when the market was higher, when the market was more expensive, when everyone was excited about it, everyone was optimistic about it. When you are at a point where no one wants to invest, it's not as talked about anymore, it's not as exciting anymore, volumes are down. But when you realize it, that very concept that markets don't stay down forever, it will allow you to actually figure out that what's the next step. There will be a point in time when it's gonna reverse. In the middle is time. And what you do in the middle will determine how profitable will you be also in the future. Are you using this time where everyone doesn't want to invest, that you're also panicking? Or are you using this time also to develop a skill in order for you to know what your next move is? Or if you know what your next move is, but you're just relatively frightened about the economic conditions, then maybe it's time also to deploy and follow your conviction. In depressed times, that could be an area for you also to accumulate. That could be an area for you in order for you to buy things cheap and reap the benefits later on. Patience is so underrated. Patience is so important that if you want to make it long in the markets, you want something that's sustainable, you need to be patient. From markets going up, starting to go down, when it's down, there's time in between, and way before it goes up, there's a time where you need to be patient. When I say need to be patient, it doesn't mean you're idle. It doesn't mean you're not doing anything. It could be the time already for you to be more strategic. It could be the time for you also to buy things that you would not be able to buy before. You need to realize that the best time to invest is when everyone does not want to invest. And the best time to not invest, or at least to taper off, is when everyone also wants to invest, because everything is expensive. You want to do something that lasts, you want to do something that's sustainable, then do the opposite as what majority is actually doing. It doesn't mean you buy the most depressed stock. It doesn't mean you buy the most depressed crypto. But what I'm actually saying is, when you already know that you found something that you want to buy, regardless if it's the S&P 500 as an index as a whole, or the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, or Bitcoin as a whole, and just deploy across and diversify among those three that you've known so much, and then maybe add a bit of real estate or income instruments out there, you can use this opportune time to be able to stack and just wait. Now, you might be asking, what if I've already invested in the top and I have nothing to add anymore? Then you just be patient. There's a lot of things we can't control, and if you can't add any more to your position, what you can do is spend a lot of time, either two things: to learn more, to build the conviction so you don't panic sell, to learn more, to build the conviction, to help validate what your main thesis was, or to research and to learn more also to figure out, is it actually down because the main thesis on why I invested on those assets, it's no longer there? Because that could also be a realization that, okay, I bought it for this reason and this reason and this reason. However, fast forward August 2022, this reason and this reason and this reason no longer works for this type of stock anymore, for this type of crypto. If your main thesis on why you bought it is no longer there, then it's okay also to get out. But what's important about that is you made your decision based on data, based on information, based on something that you actually spent the time to actually learn and be better with. Find extra sources of income. People always get depressed when they see their investments go down. But what they don't realize is this. Every time investments go down, especially if you're young, especially if you have talent, you have skill, and you have the ability still to earn, you can always recoup that capital. Don't waste the prime years of your life being depressed because you went into the wrong investment or it didn't go the way that you wanted to go. If you look at all of the investors out there, even the best ones, they all had their time in the sun where they made mistakes. But what made them prosperous, but what made them wealthy, what made them better, what set them apart is they never stopped. They did not allow failures and mistakes to deter them from reaching whatever goals that they have. And that's what I want to submit to you. Part of the waiting is not stopping. Part of the waiting is always showing up. The reason why you're watching this channel is that you're into investing, you're into business, you're into entrepreneurship, you're into personal finance, you're into saving, you're into a lot of these things. And if you're in it to win it, times like this, when the market isn't going anywhere, should be times for you to be even bigger, better, stronger. Because it's easy to be good when the market is good, but it's hard to be good when the market is bad. We can't change the market, but we can change ourselves. We can change the way we analyze. We can change how we cut our losses. We can change how we take profit signals. We can change how we diversify. We can change how we allocate. We can change certain specifics of our investment philosophies. Part of how you invest is how you actually think. And when you spend a lot of time making that better, it will influence how you invest over the long term, because that's what we want. The reason why this channel exists is to help you as an investor to not just win when everything is good, but to also have the proper mindset that building a base happens well when everyone does not want to invest, when everything is not in its all-time highs. When everything is its all-time highs, you should be fully positioned already, that you use times like this in order for you to be able to stockpile. So I hope you guys got a lot from this. If you want more from what I do, everything is down below, from the webinars, the free YouTube videos that we have, and the books that I've written. So if you stayed up until the end, I'd appreciate it if you can like, share, subscribe, and smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new videos about investing. So that's it for now. Marvingermo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, and God bless you all.